Alright folks, welcome back to the Don's channel. I am the Don Father and back by popular demand and with respect to a patron of mine as well, but a lot of people have requested Tom MacDonald's new song, Snowflakes. Now if you're not familiar with the term snowflakes, it's the modern millennial type era where they're offended by absolutely everything. They're probably offended by their own reflection in the mirror. I would be too if I looked like the way they dressed today. I would probably be quite offended too. But anyway, look, these are people that are permanently offended. They're offended by everything but ashamed of nothing. They're quite capable of going out and doing whatever the hell they like unashamedly, but if anybody else was to do anything like that, they would be deeply offended. Just little weaklings, to tell you the truth. The modern day weakling. But Tom MacDonald's a great raw talented rap artist, and he just says it as it is. People could say it's confrontational, it's starting rows, it's offensive. I don't think it is. I think it's free speech. I think he's using his own platform, his own talent, and he's saying what he thinks with lyrics that mean something to him, and I admire that. There's very little people left anymore that are willing to do and say things that go against what normal society consider acceptable, or not normal society, modern society would say is acceptable. Now I don't think that's very fair. I think he's got just as much right to say what he thinks as anybody else has. It's free speech at the end of the day, and I'm looking forward to it, just to see his take on Snowflakes. No more talking then. Look here, Tom MacDonald, Snowflakes. Let's go!
If you lie to the government, they'll put you in prison. But when they lie to all of us, it's called being a politician. You think taking guns away will save our kids from the killings, but you're pro-choice, abortion kills way more children. If America's so terrible and racist, it probably isn't safe to encourage immigration. Just saying, all the contradictions are embarrassing. You know who hates America the most? Americans. Trigger warnings used to be on TV for seizures, and now they're everywhere to protect millennials' feelings. He, she, his, him, hers, them, they. Screw a pronoun, cause everyone's a retard these days. I hear him preaching at the protest that hatred's the problem, but hating straight men, white folks, and Christians is common. Coca-Cola telling people they should be less white. They preach intolerance, but if you disagree, they fight. There's a race war here, elections based on fear. Black lives only matter once every 4 years. Soldiers died for this country, and every one of us benefits. Give welfare to the bums and forget about the veterans. Black folks and white folks divided by the news, but we are all the same. We are red, white, and blue. Ashamed to be American? Okay, that's cool. Cause honestly, we are all ashamed of you too.
Y'all are so fake. Oh no. The forecast said that there'd be snowflakes. Whoa. You can make us see it your way. No way. Gasoline and propane. More flames. Oh no. No more snowflakes.
They set us up to fail, that's what they built the system for. Put an ammunition shop across the street from a liquor store. Empowering women used to be different than this before. The role models got OnlyFans or dance on a stripper pole. Screw it, I ain't tripping, I don't mean to be mean, but if our children are the future, then our future is bleak. They take an Adderall to focus, hit McDonald's to eat. They're addicted to phones and they take Xanax to sleep. They blurred the lines dividing communism and democracy. In 2021 we paint the patriots as Nazis. The men playing women's sports get trophies for winning. Like great, let's celebrate a man for beating some women. If you're black, your life matters, you're supposed to embrace it. If you're rich or you're smart, then you're probably Asian. If you're gay, then you're brave, all of that I'm okay with. But if you're white, the stereotype is you are a racist. Blaming capitalism like that's the reason things are tough, while you tweet from an iPhone and sip on a Starbucks. You're supporting what you stand against, you don't think you are, but a Percocet addict don't donate money to pharma. Damn dog, we're all afraid to speak the truth, and the more afraid we get, the more we hate the ones who do. You're ashamed to be American? Okay, that's cool. Cause honestly, we are all ashamed of you too.
Y'all are so fake. Oh no. The forecast said that there'd be snowflakes. Whoa. You can make us see it your way. No way. Gasoline and propane. More flames. Oh no. No more snowflakes.
We can all get along, but there's no stopping. Everybody's wrong, that's the real problem. They don't wanna hear it, but they still talking. Soon enough, we running out of options. This This ain't gonna end till it's in the coffin. Ay, we ain't gonna be friends till we try to squash it. Ay, I don't know how we can make amends or we drop it. Snowflakes melt when it's hot, kid.
Y'all are so fake, oh no. The forecast said that there'd be snowflakes. Whoa, you can make us see it your way. No way, gasoline and propane. More flames, oh no. No more snowflakes.
Well, that is the end of the song. I'm gonna sit straight on here. Wow. Well said, Tom. I mean, it just absolutely... See the nail? See this nail here? Boom. Hits it square on the top of the head for the society that we're being expected to live in these days. We're all told that we've got free speech, etc. But unless you follow the exact guideline of what free speech means, then it doesn't count. Your speech isn't allowed, if you like, or else that's the way they would have you believe it is. I absolutely admire, and do you know what's a strange word today to actually use for this? Is bravery. How is he brave? Why should anybody feel like they have to be brave to say what they think? It should be normality. Normality. Nobody should be afraid to speak their mind, say what they think. Why are we being dumbed down and controlled and told you can't do that, you can't say that? Why are we encouraging everybody to be so permanently upset and offended by words? Yes, I understand words can be upsetting to some people, but let's get real. Let's get real. A lot of people are living in a privileged position in the Western world. Why are we hell bent on tearing ourselves apart? I'm not going to go too much into the race thing because you cannot win right now. What he said though was race only matters every 4 years, basically meaning every time there is an election, every 4 years in the United States, race gets pulled up. If you can't see, or the way he's saying it is being used as a weapon to control the voters, and they don't actually give a shit about your race, your colour of skin, your religion or anything. They're using you in order to gather votes to win the election. I've got to say I agree with that. There's a lot of things that he hit the nail on the head with. I think it's refreshing to see someone just going, do you know what, stuff this. He doesn't care about signing up to a record label. He doesn't care about, do you know what, the carrot that's being dangled in front of him, selling his soul to the industry, to the devil if you like. People who pay you to express their views, pay you to express whatever agenda they're trying to push on to the masses. He's just saying no, no, we need more people like that in my opinion. Whether or not you agree with every point he makes here, doesn't really matter. You've got to respect his opinion. These things are his opinion. He's put that down into song and is expressing his thoughts, and I respect it entirely. I would say he hits the nail on the head on the majority of things. I agree with a lot of it, and I think it's incredible. I've seen it here in the UK as well, and in America, and particularly in America, where they're trying to portray patriots, even veterans these days, people who have defended their country, people who have defended free speech, liberties that you so ungratefully have every single day and don't even think about, are now being portrayed as racists. Somebody who flies their flag patriotically in their garden, who's maybe served in Vietnam, in Korea, in the desert conflicts, or maybe even longer back than that there, if there's any of them still alive with us today, and wave that flag with pride, who actually fought against fascism, against oppression, against all of these things, against racist dictators, against religious genocidal maniacs. These people fought against that, and we all still stand against all of those things in order for everybody to be able to share the same benefits as each other, the same freedoms as everybody else, regardless of your colour of skin. We don't care about your colour of skin. We're all equal. You've got your colour of skin, your religion, your race, your creed, your gender, your sexuality. It doesn't matter. We're all one together. Don't have the mainstream media try to paint something as if it's this way or it's not. Live your life how you want to live it, and don't care what anybody says or thinks. Respect people's opinion, of course, but don't care. Don't get going anarchists and wreck cities. They're only using you as puppets. They don't care about you. You'll be rotting in a jail somewhere because you broke the law. They'll serve you up, and as quickly as they needed you, they'll serve you up and get rid of you. That is the way of the world. Politics is a dangerous, dangerous thing, and normal people don't need to be getting involved in it. Wow, what a powerful song. I respect him entirely for saying what he thinks. I'm not saying standing here and endorsing everything, saying I agree with absolutely everything he said, and plus a lot of that stuff is only really relative to the States. It's not really relevant to me here in the UK, but from an outsider looking into the country and hearing what people's opinions and comments about certain things, I can see people are quite concerned at the current moment, and the way that the division is tried to be made between left and right. One side's left, they're making it out as if it's extreme Marxism coming in, and if you're on the right, you can't just be on the right, you can't just be on the left. Be a little bit socialist, be a little bit conservative or capitalist. You have to be extreme right, neo-Nazi, rah, I hate everyone. It's an absolute nonsense. It's absolutely not true. And if you're on the left, you're all running around like Che Guevara, wanting everybody to be oppressed under, you know, that's the way it's going to be under communist rule at the end of the day, isn't it? Normal people don't have rights in communist countries, but the far, far left, that's the way it seems to be getting portrayed right now in America, and it's quite sad to read that. But as I say, a lot of that is more exclusive to the States than what we have here in the UK. But wow, again, he's delivered in a good song. Thanks very much for all the requests of that. I could go on and on, but I better not. I'm not really one for caring about politics, because politics is you can't win. Everybody's entitled to their opinion, as I've stated. We've all got opinions, just like arseholes, haven't we? We've all got them. But you know, it's whether or not you choose to listen and respect it, or be offended like these snowflakes and upset with somebody who's slightly different in their mindset. The brain in your head is there. It's the most advanced computer in the world, although in some people you would think not. But the human brain is an incredible computer, an incredible thing, and people are being dumbed down and told how to use it, and not actually told to use it. Yeah, that's the difference, isn't it, really? So anyway, thanks very much for watching, everybody. Let me know in the comment section what you think of that. Maybe you'll disagree with me on certain things. I'm not trying to offend anyone before you go, you've offended me. Well, that's your own problem at the end of the day. I'm just saying things of what I think and feel. And that's the bottom line. That's what Tom's doing. That's what everybody's entitled to do. It's called listening to each other and respecting each other, and not getting fired up and angry because we think different things. Thanks very much for watching, everyone, and I'll see you all soon. Goodbye.